Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? If you are new on this channel, you're very much welcome. My name is Anos. I'm so happy, I'm excited to have you on my channel. Please do not forget to click on the subscribe button. Down here is a red button, and also there's a notification bell icon just beside the subscribe button. Click on that so you get my notification whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I love you so much. Thank you so much for always coming back to this channel. I don't know what I'm doing, but you guys, thank you so much for the love. I really appreciate you guys. So today, as you can see from the title, we want to talk about marriage, love, relationships. I'm so excited about this topic because this is one of the reasons why I started this channel. I wanted to talk about love and relationships and marriage and all that. Yeah, so today I want to talk about the things, majorly 5 things that you should consider before going to the altar. These are the key things that are very, very important that you should sit down and make sure you carefully analyze and consider before you get married, because you don't want to rush in and rush out, So I don't have any particular order in which I'm going to be mentioning these things. I just want to mention them just as they come to me. The number one thing I would like to mention today is the finances of the family, of your home. The moment you become married, what's going to happen? Majorly, I think I would really love to address women on this part. Being an African woman, because I'm an African woman, we mostly shoulder all the responsibility of a home on the man. I mean, in this age, in this jet age that we are in right now, it doesn't work that way anymore. As a woman, don't go into marriage if you don't have any means of income. It's not advisable. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to be rich, you have to have a huge source of income. No, even if it is 500 naira, or let's say €1, $1 that you're getting every month from somewhere, make sure you have a means of income. No matter how little, make sure you have something. Even if your husband is very rich, I mean, make sure you have something that can sustain you, or it's just have something you can bring to the table. I mean, it's very good when your husband says, I have this project I really want to execute, and I think I'm going to be needing €1,000 a month just to make it up. It would be nice if you can say, baby, I don't have €1,000, but I have €500 in my savings. I can actually borrow you that. The man will be so proud of you. So it doesn't have to be huge amount of income. If you want to be a total or a complete African woman, whereby you're not going to be contributing to the house expenses or whatever financial needs that arises in the family, but at least you still want to have that income, no matter how little, and keep for yourself. Just make sure you have something coming. So this is not majorly for the woman, it also affects the man. Make sure your means of income is secured before you tie the knot. Your means of income does not have to be huge, it does not have to be big. I mean, you don't have to wait till you build a mansion or to buy a car. Just make sure there's something coming home every month or every day just to sustain you and your wife and maybe your upcoming family. So the next thing I love to talk about is physical look. I know people will be like, no, look does not matter. It will not matter. It's your behavior that matters. Your look does not matter. My brother, my sister, it's very important. What I mean by it's very important is this. I don't mean your facial look alone. I don't if naturally you love tall guys, make sure you stick with that. Make sure because you don't want to be, there's sometimes when we're at home, I know my marriage is still very young. Yeah, I'm still a baby when it comes to this marital issue, but at least I have a little bit of experience when it comes to it. You don't want to be, let's say you're in the room, your partner is dressing up, and you just be looking at him how come this one is so short? Look at how short he is. Gosh. I mean, you don't want that for your marriage. You don't want to be looking at your man like that. You don't want to be looking at your woman like that. You want to be looking at your man or your woman and be like, wow, I'm really blessed. I mean, God has really, really blessed me with this man, with this woman. That is how it should be. So that is why I say it is very important you don't go against what you do not like before. Don't say because he's rich and you want to marry him, even though he's not the kind of person you would normally want to date. So that is why I said it is very important to look at the physical appearance of your partner. Make sure it goes in line with what you would normally like, or what you like your man or your wife to look like. And it is a different situation whereby the woman start adding weight or the man start adding weight after the marriage. I mean, we keep growing every day, so that is quite understandable. But make sure you don't start the foundation of your marriage on something that you do not like. At least like that thing first. Make sure you like it, and then if with time that thing changes, you will know that, okay, this is nature, this is natural. We are getting old, he's getting old, I'm also getting old. So which is a natural thing. So another thing I would like us to consider is the excess in our partner. Now, nobody is ever perfect. Me, I'm not perfect. I have some excesses in me that my husband has to deal with. He also has his own excesses that I have to deal with. But it's good for you to discover the excess that your partner has. For example, like my definition of excess might be different from your own definition of excess. For example, for me, if a guy smokes, that would be like an excess for me. Like, it's like that's the only butt that he has, he smokes, you know. But for some people, smoking is a normal thing for them. It is not an excess in their partner, it's just a normal thing for them. So make sure you know the excess or the things that you think, this is something my partner does that I'm not really happy about, but I think I can cope with it. Yeah, I can cope with it. If the excess or excesses in your partner is something you can never cope with, please don't go in for that marriage. I mean, don't go in for that marriage if his SS is something, or if her SS is something that you cannot cope with. For example, if you cannot cope with a cheating husband, you don't want to marry someone that likes a woman a lot. You don't want to marry someone that womanizes a lot. You know that is something you cannot deal with, so don't go for that man. And if it's the same thing in the case of the woman, don't go for such a woman if you think she hangs around with men too much and you cannot cope with that. Another example would be, let's say the man goes out and comes in very, very drunk. Sometimes he vomits in the house, sometimes he sleeps outside, like because he's drunk. If getting drunk is something you cannot cope with, please don't think you can talk him out of it. Don't think you can talk her out of it if you are not able to do so before marriage. I mean, we are both adults and it's difficult to like give up something. Just like, let's say smoking is difficult to give up. So if such thing is something that your partner is so used to, it might be difficult for him to let go of such. So there will be women, definitely, there will be women that can cope with such, and there will be men that can cope with the kind of excess that you think you cannot cope with. If you have tried and you think it's not changing, you don't want to go into such marriage. Another essence I would love to talk about is your spiritual life. It's good that your spiritual life and that of your husband or that of your wife to be is actually on the same level, or one is a little bit higher than the other. The one that is higher than the other, you know that this one, let's say like is the man that is more spiritual, you know that the man will be able to like pull the wife off also to his level spiritually. Like they can still, you know, they can still work together. You know, if you think you're a very religious person, don't go for someone that is not religious, because that is going to cause problem. You become like a saint in his presence. If you marry someone of the same spiritual level as yours, the person will actually be like, yeah, you love God, I love God. But if you marry someone that is not spiritual, the person will just be like, for example, if you tell him that God says we should not do this, God says we should not do that, he'll just be like, Mother Mary, like, please excuse me, God is not that difficult, God is not that, you know. I'm not being spiritual here, I'm not being religious here, but like these are the important things we should actually consider before tying the knots. So finally, the last thing I'm going to talk about is love. I intentionally put love at the end because love alone is not enough to sustain your marriage. You might love him, but that love can change into hatred within the twinkle of an eye. Like there's a tiny rope, like there's a tiny one between love and hatred. That love can easily change if all these things are not in place. That is why I put love at the end of it all. So love is very important. You want to make sure that you have feelings for that person you want to live with for the rest of your life. It's important that, you know, you love him. It's important that you love her. It's important that you guys have feelings for each other. You know, you just be like, I love this guy, like I love this man, I love this woman, you know. that kind of feeling is very, very good to have such towards your wife, towards your husband. Is a very good feeling to have. So, yeah, so basically these are the 5 points that I think that we should all consider before we get married. There might be more. If you have more things, please let me know in the comment section below. Like, we're all learning, maybe based on your experience or based on people around you, based on what you have heard. Like, let's know what you think, or if you would like to add more to these 5 things I've mentioned. Please put it down in the comment section below. People are reading, people are learning. And please, if you like this video, please click the like button. It helps me out. Also share with your friends. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.